Let's talk about Julian. If you looked at Julian's life through the lens of a smartphone screen, you would say he has won the game. He is 32 years old. He is a senior architect at a prestigious firm. He drives a German car. He has a membership at an exclusive gym. He has a partner who loves him. Julian has spent the last decade of his life climbing. He operated on a very simple equation, one that we are all taught from the moment we enter school. Achievement plus recognition equals happiness. If X, then Y. If I get the promotion, then I will be happy. If I get the body, then I will be happy. If I find the partner, then I will be happy. But a strange thing started happening to Julian about 2 years ago. He noticed that the high from his achievements was becoming shorter. The promotion made him feel good for 3 days. The new car made him feel good for 2 weeks. The vacation to Bali made him feel good until the flight home. And now, standing in his dream apartment, looking at the view he worked 10 years to afford, Julian feels something terrifying. He doesn't feel sad. Sadness would be something. He feels nothing. He feels a hollow, echoing static. He has everything he ever wanted. So why does he feel like he is drowning? To understand Julian's emptiness, we have to stop looking at his life and start looking at his brain. We have to go back to the factory settings. You see, nature does not care if you are happy. Nature cares if you survive. Evolution designed your brain to solve problems, scan for threats, and seek resources. It did not design you to sit on a beach and feel permanent contentment. This is the biological trap. We are run by a neurotransmitter called dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure molecule. That is wrong. Dopamine is the more molecule. It is the chemical of pursuit, not satisfaction. When Julian was chasing the promotion, his brain was flooded with dopamine. It said, "Go, get it. It will be amazing." But the moment he got the promotion, the dopamine crashed. The circuit closed. The brain immediately asked, "Okay, what's next?" Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill. No matter how fast you run, no matter how much you accumulate, your baseline level of happiness eventually returns to neutral. You get a raise, you adapt. You get married, you adapt. You win the lottery. Research shows that after a year, lottery winners are no happier than they were before they won. This is why Julian feels cheated. He thought he was buying a permanent state of being, but he was only renting temporary spikes of pleasure. He is drinking salt water. The more he drinks, the thirstier he becomes. And because he doesn't understand the biology, he blames himself. He thinks, "I must be broken. I must need more." So he runs faster. We live in a culture that has fetishized happiness. We treat happiness as a commodity, something you can hack, optimize, and purchase. If you aren't happy, you aren't just unlucky. You're failing. You aren't manifesting hard enough. But there is a philosopher named Alan Watts who proposed a counterintuitive theory. He called it the backwards law. Watts argued that the desperate desire for a positive experience is itself a negative experience. Why? Because to desire something is to confirm that you lack it. Every time Julian looks in the mirror and asks, "Am I happy?" he is subconsciously telling himself, "I am not enough." The act of searching implies something is missing. Think about insomnia. What happens when you try to fall asleep? You stare at the clock. You tell yourself, "I need to sleep. Why can't I sleep?" The effort to sleep creates anxiety, which keeps you awake. You can only fall asleep when you stop trying to sleep. Happiness works the same way. By making happiness his primary goal, Julian has turned his life into a constant audit. He is constantly checking his emotional temperature. Is this fun? Is this the best night ever? Am I maximizing my joy? This constant monitoring kills the very thing he is looking for. You cannot be in the moment if you are busy evaluating the moment. He has become a spectator in his own life. He is so busy trying to capture the butterfly that he has trampled the garden. Then comes the crash. It usually happens on a random Tuesday. For Julian, it wasn't a tragedy that broke him. It was a victory. He finally won the Architect of the Year award. He stood on stage, people applauded, he held the trophy, and in that moment of peak success, he felt absolutely nothing. Just a cold wind blowing through the hole in his chest. This is the moment of nihilism. If the top of the mountain feels just like the bottom, then what was the point of the climb? If the things I was promised would make me happy, don't. Then is life a lie? Arthur Schopenhauer, the German philosopher, famously said that life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. When we lack something, we feel pain. When we get it, we feel boredom. Julian is stuck in the boredom, and to him, it feels worse than pain. Because pain at least feels real. He realizes he has spent 32 years building a cage and decorating it with gold. He is safe, he is successful, and he is miserable. So, is there a way out? Yes, but it requires Julian to destroy his old equation. He has to stop aiming for happiness, hedonia, and start aiming for meaning, eudaimonia. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Nazi concentration camps, found that the people who survived weren't the ones who tried to be positive. They were the ones who had a purpose. Frankl said, "Happiness cannot be pursued. It must ensue. It must be the unintended side effect of one's personal dedication to a cause greater than oneself." Julian stops asking, "What can the world give me to make me happy?" and starts asking, "What can I give to the world?" He stops chasing the high of dopamine and starts building the slow burn of serotonin and oxytocin. He realizes that true satisfaction doesn't come from having. It comes from doing. It comes from struggle. Not the empty struggle of the treadmill, but the meaningful struggle of mastering a craft, building a family, or helping a community. He accepts that life is difficult. He accepts that he will be sad sometimes. He accepts that he will be bored sometimes. And paradoxically, by accepting the unhappiness, the heavy weight on his chest begins to lift. He stops trying to hold the sand. He opens his hand, and the sand stays. You cannot force yourself to be happy. You can only create the conditions where happiness might decide to visit. You focus on your responsibilities. You focus on your connections. You embrace the suffering that comes with growth. And one day, while you are busy washing the dishes, or walking the dog, or struggling with a difficult problem, you will suddenly realize that the background noise of anxiety has stopped. You won't be ecstatic. You won't be high on dopamine. You will be something better. You will be whole. Stop chasing. Start living.